The lowest point of my life wasn't when I lost money. It wasn't even when I failed out of school. It was when I was working a job that I hated. I was broke. I was living with a woman who basically turned her back on me when I went broke. Raising my daughter, tears coming out my eyes every single day because I knew that wasn't the life that I was meant to live. I had a master's degree, but I was working for DirecTV. I was climbing ladders, hooking up cable boxes, and meanwhile, here I was having to start all over from scratch. But the truth, I wasn't making money like I used to. Y'all already know, street money, scammer money. Scamming wasn't really a thing at that time, like that. But street money, it wasn't really nothing else like that. And the woman that I was with at that time, that's how she met me. That's how she knew me. And when everything finally caught up to me, I could feel the respect level just dwindle away with the woman that I was dealing with at the time. Because I lost it all. But that's what happens when you deal with a woman, or if you deal with people who only mess with you because you was getting to the bag. Regardless of how you was getting to the bag. She was out in the nightlife, doing her thing, and I was at home. Broke, holding my daughter. Every day I felt smaller. I felt more worthless. As each and every day came, and I had to get out in that 102 degrees or whatever. We out here in Texas. You know how hot it is out here? And hey, I'm a light-skinned brother. Y'all see what it is? Outside wasn't really my thing like that. But I had to do what I had to do. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like I said earlier, I shedded a tear every day. Because I knew deep down inside, that wasn't my life. That wasn't what I was built for. But at that time, I couldn't really see a way out. But the one thing I did do, I had them headphones on. And that's the first time I discovered Eric Thomas. If anybody knows who E.T. the hip-hop preacher is, Eric Thomas, he was one of the ones, and he don't even know, he was one of the ones that saved my life. He was one of the ones who was like my mentor because he was in my ear every single day. This was before Eric Thomas even blew up like that. Like the E.T. you see now, this was probably had to be 15 years ago. Every single day, putting them satellite dishes up, running them cables. Till come out my every now and then. But I had to keep feeding my mind, bro. You gotta keep feeding your mind positive things because that negative voice in your mind wanna destroy you. Or protect you, depending on how you interpret it. But what I learned that season is rock bottom is where you finally get honest with yourself. It'll strip you. It'll break you down. It'll humble you. And it'll force you to decide either you gonna stay there on the ground or you gonna look up and you gonna fight. And I know me. My vision wasn't on the ground. So I only had one choice. I had to fight. I always been a fighter. All my life, I had to be a fighter. Like I said, I had to feed my mind with just different videos, E.T., Les Brown, every single day. And I had to train my mind to believe that I could be more than my circumstances. It was like I was placed in that position for a reason. And eventually, by the grace of God, I had landed a really good IT job. That's what I went to school for. And somehow, some way, I landed my first good IT job. All I knew is I was out that hot ass sun. And I was finna be in the office. That's all I knew. I ain't even need to look at what they was paying me at that time. Do they got AC? Well, I need to sign. That was it. That was it. So finally a company gave me a chance. And then that's when that door opened and I never looked back. But that breakthrough wouldn't have never happened without a breakdown. That breakthrough wouldn't have never happened without a breakdown. So maybe you watching this right now and you feel stuck, kind of like I was. My life was in danger. Like literally, my life was in danger because I didn't know where I was gonna be in a matter of months because of situations that I got myself into. But maybe you at your lowest point. And I'm here to tell you, bro, it ain't the end, dog. It's just a test. And I know we men, but man to man, I'm gonna be honest with you. They say men ain't supposed to show emotions or cry. But man, I literally shed tears every single morning. But just as I was just driving to my next job and had time to think about the visions that I had for my life and where I saw my life and where I was at that time period, I felt like I failed. And I wanted so bad to succeed, man, to the point where it drove me to tears. And then that's when I really realized that people only rock with you because of what you might have going on. And that's when I really understood that a lot of women, they may not like you for you. They might like you for what you got going on. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to just come to terms with that. But if you ever been in a place where you be like, this can't be life, I need you to drop a comment, because we building brotherhood here. And your story might help somebody else. I want to hear your story. I got 1,000 stories to tell. That's why I feel real passionate about doing what I'm doing. So the lowest point of my life taught me this. The bottom ain't where you die at. It's where you decide. Life is about decisions. Even not making a decision is a decision in itself. But you can't give up, man. You got to keep climbing, bro. And you gotta continue to look for that peace that fulfills your life. Until next time, it's your boy Be Straight. Tune in to the next one. Drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Hey, tell me about a time that you went through that you may have thought that you would never get out of. I'm curious to hear about it. But until next time, man, I'm gonna holler at you on the next one.